Yellow guys, it's your boy Falcon Finding Popcorn Falcon 7980 here, back with another Sabaton reaction, here with the newest one, 1916. Now, I don't know much about it, other than, well, obviously the dates, 1916, so I'm assuming it's about World War One. Other than that, not too sure. Looking forward to diving into another Sabaton history lesson probably. So without that further being said, drop a like, subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to 200 subscribers. Thank you so much, love you all, and let's get into this 1916 by Sabaton. Ooh, London bus. Yeah, that's London bus. Red.
When I went to the war to fight for a land fit for heroes, God on my side and a gun in my hand, chasing my days down to zero. And I marched and I fought and I bled and I died, and I never even get any older. But I knew at the time that a year in the line was a long enough life for a soldier.
Wow. Wow, that first bit there, wow. 16 years old when I went to the war. That's very true back then, and in World War II. It was very easy for young lads to get away with saying that they were 18. I mean, lads 14, 15, 16, you know, going to the war and dying. And that's such a tragic loss. On the thousands that was happening, boys lying about the age. And they couldn't get in for whatever reason. They were killing themselves, I saw in one documentary. And then when they did come back from the war, you know, surviving all that, there'll be something, you know, PTSD as well. So, I mean, imagine that. Even if you did survive, you'll be fighting. Oh, wow. Well, I'm seeing. I saw a Motorhead band there.
As his body grew
really wow. Wow, I've just got to pause there for a second, guys. Just wow. Every bit of that is an eye-opener. Every single word he said there is an eye-opener. And now we really think about it. Lads from all ages going to war, fighting side by side and dying side by side at young ages, 14, 15, 16. And I'm loving what they're showing here, not just young lads, but of all colours and of all types of races. At the end of the day, we argue, oh, I'm this colour, I'm that colour, I'm this person, I'm that person. But when it comes down to it, to the fighting in the actual war, we're fighting side by side, dying side by side. We bleed at the end of the day the same colour. And that's the same throughout time, as they're also showing here in the video, Spartan soldiers, kings and knights in the march. There's always been the same. Sorry about that, if you heard that motorbike out there. There's always been the same throughout history. We always say, oh, this, that, the other. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, the fighting, the nitty gritty, we're the same. And at the end of the day, what's really, really sad is that most of these people we will never even know, as he's saying there. I mean, we got people, even today, in each of our own respectable countries, fighting for us, even now, for our country, for your and my right to live and breathe, and yet we do not know them. Young lads, again, 18, 19, signing up to the army, and young ladies as well, signing up to the army and fighting for us and dying for us, and we do not know any of them. Next to none of them. And while I do keep up to the reports of the news, I mean, again, it's the same as he's saying. We don't know the individual people. We know the people behind it. We know and everything, but we do not know the individuals who are fighting itself. And that is why I like this song. It's actually probably one of my favourite songs by them so far. So far, it is well calm, and to the others like Uprising and Panzerkampf and all that. It's delivering the message spot on here. And as I say at the beginning of this video, even after they fought all of that and survived all of that, there's still one battle left to fight, and that's PTSD. And I mentioned that a couple of years ago in my other video. And but let's carry on with the video. I don't want to delay it much further, but absolutely spot on with this one. I love this. Let's wind it down. Really was, it still is. 1st of July 1916, British volunteers with no battlefield experience ran into a hailstorm of machine gun fire at the Battle of the Somme. Oh, the Somme. 1916, that's, yeah, of course. They were friends, neighbours, relatives and workmates from mostly northern communities, enlisted with the promise to be able to fight alongside one another. So I sometimes read very slowly and I wouldn't have been able to read it all. The British Army suffered, how many? Damn. Just again, how much? 3 miles? That's not a lot, lads, that's not a lot. One man was killed for every... And the largest loss of life suffered by the army. I bet it blimey was. Jesus. Whoa, damn that, guys. That's something you don't even see today. You don't see that number. That number you do not see today. And God, Odin forbid if it did. Whoa. $19,000 Englishmen were killed before noon. A whole generation destroyed in 3 hours. Just imagine. Entire towns in northern Lancashire and South Yorkshire had a whole generation of men. That is just Here's a statistical fact I found out by my history teacher. The reason you see less men today is because of these two wars. Fact. Millions and millions of men died in these two wars, and obviously women, but millions and millions of boys, kids died. For what? Roads ahead. By the end of the battle, casualties from both sides topped 1 million, with more than 300,000 killed for 6 miles around. 6 miles. That's it, 6 miles. That's not... That's it. Based upon Motorhead and written by Lemmy Kimbers. That's why they had the Motorhead thing, okay. That is just... I'm going to let that play, but quietly in the background for you, anyone who wants to listen to it, because I do, personally. That is just devastating. Really is. I mean, that's casualties you do not see today. And I know I've said it, and I'm going to say it again. That is devastating. I'm sorry that I never knew those statistics before. I knew it was high, but I never knew it was that high. That and World War II was yet even higher, believe it. I mean, and I do like the way it showed other things as well, like Spartans as well, and it's kind of symbolising that, well, not as devastating the previous wars. Kind of the same as well, like I was saying earlier. Throughout history, boys, lads, and women, depending on the culture, have gone out fighting for their country to die for minimal gains. Minimal. And World War I was the first war where technology was used in a devastating way, and boy was it used in a devastating way, and to the point where it affects us to these days, to the point where there aren't as many men around. There are a lot more women around than there are men, and that is because of these wars. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say on the matter. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on this one. I really enjoyed this. Probably one of my favourite songs from them, along with the last couple. They're all being really good. This is Sabaton, really. Everyone's song is going to be probably my favourite song. But this one really stuck out for me, I think. So let me know your thoughts, what you thought of this. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you on the other side. Till next time. Ciao for now.